good, funny interview. Game this, Nitya. Game this. If you guys have a disc with you right now, just use that. Like a good disc. Use that Malaysia one, the cat one. No, there's some sticker and I'll use the cat one, dude. Yeah, use that. Okay.
We're coming to you live from this venue, which is the first time we're hosting the Nationals event here. Nationals, of course, being the last event of NCS season 23-24. And that's just the first point being scored on the on the field number 2 by Flying Spirits. Sushant grabbing the disc in the end zone for a score by Flying Spirits. The score line is at 1-0 to Flying Spirits. L2F 0, Flying Spirits 1.
Wow. Wow, wow.
Can you just tell me a few people's names?
Yeah, sure.
Just the main handlers. I know Parul. I
Okay.
know
Parul,
Rishi.
Smriti,
Okay, Smriti.
Swati.
Just the main handlers.
Okay. Prash.
Okay, Prash with the cap, no?
No, with the cap is
He's hucking it straight into the end zone. Johnny was under it, but the Flying Spirit player does get the D. It's a turnover. Flying Spirits on offense now. Some big bladier rounds to reset to the center of the field. Some good movement between the handlers on Flying Spirits team. L2F setting up in a solid person defense. Big hug from Flying Spirits. There is a L2F player under it. A couple of Flying Spirits players sprinting in. Oh! Lots of contact there with the Flying Spirits player jumping up to bid for the disc and landing on top of the L2F player. But it seems like nobody is too badly injured. Smithy, I believe, from L2F hobbling away and breaking into a jog, so she should be okay. Is a turnover. Ananya picking up the disc for Rishi, picking up the disc for L2F. Rishi handling along with Sisa and Ananya. Rishi to Sisa, Sisa to Ananya. Sisa with a nice upline cut. And a nice break side pass as well to Johnny on the close side of the field. Reset to Ananya, back to Johnny. Some good give and goes, good movement between the handlers. Again Ananya. Sisa's open, was waved away. Big around reset to Johnny. Back to Ananya. To Rishi. Some quick passes between Johnny and Rishi. A lot of upline cuts by the handlers on the L2F team. They're playing a good handler weave kind of offensive strategy here. Sisa again. All days the shout from Bao, telling the offense to be patient, and they are. And Johnny finds a nice low forehand release into the end zone, collected promptly by the L2F player, waiting for a score by L2F. That makes it 1-1, L2F 1, Flying Spirits 1. Really high energy can be seen from from L2F. Early in the morning, I think they were out warming up well before it was daylight out on these grounds in Antapur, and there's a lot of energy that can be seen from their whole movement and the handler movement as well. Both Rishi, Ananya, Sisa, all of them cutting up lines, really asking for the disc. They're playing a very effective handler weave. Let's see what Flying Spirits has in response to that. Right now they will be starting on offense. Pull coming in from Ananya on the L2F side. Really big pull, landing just outside the end zone. Discus with number 58 with a big pivot and forehand release. Really nice pivot there by number 58 from Flying Spirits. Sushma with the disc. Nice backhand up the line. Sagarika. Back to the handler. And a bit of a miss pass there from the handler on Flying Spirits. Pras promptly collects the disc for L2F. He's looking forward. Couple of cuts and a nice break around pass. And a huck. Pras has shot off deep after he passed the around pass, and he was open enough for them to receive a pass. That's a break point from L2F, and you can see a big celebration from the sideline, all running up, bringing that energy, bringing all the morale of the whole team up and celebrating that break point. On the other side, we have slightly droopy shoulders from Flying Spirits. They need to perhaps call a timeout or regain their composure and come back even stronger for this next point. Yes, so you know Deepak, no? He's just coming to sort that issue for you. I should get some of their names also. I know Sushant and Sushma, I know.
Okay, orange color is Sunil.
Sunil, okay. And Piyush is...
That's KP.
Okay, KP. And is Piyush on the line? KP number 9 on the disc, passes to number 58, Sunil, and a big huck from Sunil. Sushant is under it. Pras, I don't think he's able to get there in time, and Sushant does come down with the score. It's a nice retaliatory point. A huck from L2F, and now a huck from from Flying Spirits to finish off the points quite quickly. Our game is the call that's coming up from Sushant now on the L2F from the L2 Flying Spirits end zone. And it does seem like the energy is picking up. That's an equalizing point. It's 2 each. L2F 2, Flying Spirits 2. We have both Sushant and Sushma, a brother-sister, unstoppable brother-sister duo for Flying Spirits. Sushant with the pull. They can be identified by being in matching purple shorts on the Flying Spirits line for this point.
He's not on the line right now. But the orange shorts is swimming. The one who assisted. Yeah. Sushant pulling. That second guy I don't know. Third one is KP. The girl in center is Vaishnavi. The tall one. Yeah. Vaishnavi, Sushant, Anudya. I don't know this guy also.
Gaining a lot of yardage here for L2F offense. Quick passes between Rishi and Sisa. Nice upline again with the handler wave. And a big hug goes up. Johnny is under it. But it's gone too far. It's gone too far. Johnny very skillfully avoids the banner, but he does call it out. Out of bounds is, I think he caught the disc just out of bounds, so it will be a turnover. Flying Spirits offense, back on offense now. Chile offense is the call going up from the Flying Spirits sideline. Nice cut by number 99 on the Flying Spirits team. Our travel call is called on the handler. Johnny from L2F saying that the disc will be coming in at 3, which means the stall count is at 3. Flying Spirits has 7 seconds to release the disc. Vaishnavi with a nice in cut there for Flying Spirits to number 99. Sushant cutting deep. Sushma with the disc. Will it be a brother-sister huck connection? Sushma looking to reset. Big around throw from Sushma. Grab by KP. KP resetting. Resets to Sushma. Sushma to 99. To 31, back to KP. Resets to 31. To Sushma. Very loud stall marking from Johnny here. Shouting out the stall counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to put a lot of stress on the thrower there. Really nice, solid looking defense from L2F. Flying Spirits having a bit of a hard time moving the disc forward. Just resetting, keeping the stall count low between the handlers now. Vaishnavi with a nice in cut. Resets again to 31. To Sushant. 31 shooting off deep. Sushant glancing, waving it off. Don't want to be going for too risky passes. Big layout bid there from Johnny, from Rishi on defense. Sushant back on the disc. Nice upline cut by 31. Gaining yardage slowly but surely. Good patience here by Flying Spirits, not taking too many risky passes. Nice forehand flick to Sushant. And a scuba to number 31. Collected in the end zone for the score for Flying Spirits. That's 3-2 to Flying Spirits. Flying Spirits 3, L2F 2. Really great offensive flow, really great patience, and a beautiful handler weave there. I think there must have been close to 50 plus touches on the disc from the Flying Spirits team, and at least a good 75-80% of that was just between the handlers alone. There were a couple of good in-cuts from Vaishnavi, but most of the movement was just between the handlers. Some uplines, slowly but surely gaining yardage and reaching the end zone that they're attacking. Vaishnavi on the Flying Spirits line now with the disc.
His name is Messi. The guy who is handling. His name I don't know.
31.
Not this guy. This guy is KP. हाँ. That guy नहीं. The guy was handling.
31 वाला.
That one.
Pras collecting for L2F. Centers it. Nice in cut from Sisa. Pras going up line. Collects in the center of the field. Pras to Ananya. Back to Pras. Nice in cut. Back to Pras. Good movement L2F from L2F here. Nice in cuts coming in from all the cutters. Number 15 with the disc. Resets back to Ananya. Bit of a miscommunication there, I think. Ananya threw to Pras but was not quite ready to receive the pass, so it does meet the turf. Two players, both Sushant and a player from L2F, taking this time to call equipment, tie their shoelaces. Couple more players on the far side of tying their shoelaces as well. Flying Spirit splits. Resets to the center of the field.
Yeah, as a boy, I always knew I one day had the courage to be king. Yeah, time flew when I grew up. Now I'm ready for the promise that it brings. You only wanted me to screw up, but it's something that you're never gonna see. Yeah, everything that you hope for, yeah, it was only in a dream. Yeah, now I go on a roll, and I know that I'm never breaking down. I control all the flow of my soul with a sword that's sewn in the ground. You always said it would be someday, seeing castles in the clouds. One way or another, when I step in the room, everybody better bow. So be careful how you talk to me, cause there's only one king, and there's only one crown, and there ain't enough room for us both on the throne. It's about to go down, so you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. Because I'm coming right now. Because I'm coming right now. And there's only one crown. And there's only one king. And it's looking like me.
During that last point, big disco. It's going to be a game to 10. Can this be completed? Oh.
Yeah. So you better start running. Come on. So you better start. So you better start. Cause there's only one king. And there's only one crown. And there ain't enough room for us both on the throne. It's about to go down. So you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. Cause I'm coming right now. Cause I'm coming right now. Coming right now. Right now. Coming right now. Cause I'm coming right now.
Players, I think Vaishnavi, Sushant, a few of them on the Flying Spirits team have played Ultimate internationally as well. They've represented India a couple of campaigns. Most recently the AOUGC 2023 campaign happened in the Philippines. The pull is pulled, lands out of bounds, and Pras has bricked the pull, walking the disc now to the center of the field. Join in the handling space by Rishi and Bao. Pass to Rishi. Oh, beautiful upline cut and a bit of a low throw by Rishi was a very difficult catch to make, and Pras with a very athletic movement lays out and does make the grab. However, a travel is called on Rishi, so the disc goes back. I imagine the stall count must be quite high, so he has to get rid of the disc fairly quickly. Yeah, he sends it to Pras. Good forehand flick and nice in cut by Johnny.
Yeah, as a boy boy always knew I one day had the courage to be king. Yeah, time flew when I grew up. Now I'm ready for the promise that it brings. You only wanted me to screw up, but it's something that you're never gonna see. And everything that you hope for, yeah, it was only in a dream. Now I go on a roll and a roll, and I know that I'm never breaking down. I control all the flow, my soul put a sword at the stone in the ground. Joey said it would be someday, seeing castles in the clouds. So you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. Cause I'm coming right now. Cause I'm coming right now.
And there's only one crown. And there's only one king. And it's looking like me.
During that last point, big disco. It's going to be a game to 10. Can this be completed? Oh.
Yeah.
So you better start running.
Come on, come on.
So you better start. So you better start.
Cause there's only one king. And there's only one crown. And there ain't enough room for us both on the throne. It's about to go down. So you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. Cause I'm coming right now. Cause I'm coming right now. Right now.
Players can really maximize the sun where the sun is not, where it has not yet risen and the heat is not draining all their energy. Flying Spirits now on offense. Pras coming in with the pull for L2F. Karan, not Pras, my mistake. Pull is being bricked by Flying Spirits offense. Sunil with the orange shots on Flying Spirits with the disc.
Karan, all you, Karan. Karan, all you. Let's go. You got this.
There was some contact call downfield on the stack, which Karan has called out. Little bit of discussion between Ananya and Sushant downfield. Ultimate Frisbee being a self-refereed game, it's a very important part of SOTG or spirit of the game for all the players to have a good understanding of the rules and clarify them in whatever situation where there's a call calmly and effectively. Only the two people involved in the call should be communicating, and they can ask the other players on field as well as on the sideline for perspectives on what they think happened and what they think should be resolved. Yet in this case, the foul downfield did not affect the play directly, so I think not too much is changing. The disc remains with Piyush, tapped in by Rishi. Good in cut, up line by Karan to Sushant. Resets to number 19. Sorry, I've been calling Karan. The Flying Spirits player in the orange shorts is Sunil. And Sunil with a big hand and a beautiful layout grab there by the Flying Spirits player in the end zone for the score. Really difficult throw to get his hands around, but then he breaks into a sprint and completely lays out. There was no other way he was going to be able to catch that disc. So a really athletic performance there by the offensive player from Flying Spirits, laying out for that grab and securing the disc in a very impressive way. mismatch, I'm not sure. We don't classify like that. Big. Oh, I pulled there from Flying Spirits, but it doesn't quite make it back inbounds. So the disc has left the field quite close to the end zone that they have to defend. It's a good advantage that L2F is making good use of. Pras calling as he's walking up the disc to the sideline. Diagonal on Swati, indicating that he wants a diagonal stack in the middle of the field behind Swati. The disc is tapped in. He's looking to center the disc. She does so. Number 77. Resets back to Pras. Bit of a high throw, but he does come down with it with a good jump. Good upline run by Pras and a beautiful put for the score. Nice score there by L2F, converting the advantage that Flying Spirits had given them to be able to start quite close to the end zone that they are attacking. That's the 4th point for L2F. It's 5-4 to Flying Spirits. Ananya with the pull from L2F. She too has been part of the Karnataka state team. Sunil with a nice low backhand release to Sushant, and Sushant with a big huck there from Flying Spirits. There are 2 L2F players under it, and it is D'd by Ananya from L2F, although it was a good put. Well played by L2F defense. Nice in cut by Swati there to Pras. Pras running up line. She resets to Ananya. Ananya on the disc on the far side of the field now for L2F. Ananya to Devati. Though I think there was a pick call. Some discussion about the pick call, pick being when on defense there is a player that comes in your way and you're not able to keep up with the person that you are marking, either player from your own team or player from the other team. Looks like a contested pick call with Devati going back into the stack. Resets to number 10 on L2F. Big around throw to Pras, to Ananya, to Swati. Pras constantly shooting off upline and really quick feet, able to cover a lot of yardage. Pras coming in again for the in-cut. Big around, utilizing the width of the field nicely. Resets back to number 10. Back to Pras. Sushant on defense, conserving his energy, not letting Pras go deep, but giving a lot of buffer and not putting too much pressure. Bit of a fumble there by Swati on the L2F side. Disc was teetering on the edge of her hands in her fingers for a moment. We don't know if she had it or not, but she does manage to maintain control, and it is a score for L2F. Oh, better to sit here. Time out, huh? Back now after a quick timeout. The score line is at 5-5. Ananya with the pull now for L2F. Bright red hairband, easily distinguishable player on the field. A big pull. Collected by Sunil with the orange shorts on the Flying Spirit side on offense. L2F setting up in a person defense. Sunil on the disc with a beautiful pivot again. He has a really lovely pivot on his forehand throw. Really full extension, getting a lot of space for himself to make a nice throw. Good around, reset back to KP. KP back to Sunil. Not enough cuts coming out of the Flying Spirit stack, as far as I can see. Vaishnavi resetting back, going up line, was waved away. Seems to be a call on the field. Everyone freezing for a second as those involved are discussing about what happened. The disc is checked back in. Reset to Sunil. Again a beautiful pivot and a beautiful low release forehand to Vaish. And I think it's another pick call. Pick call called by Ananya on Vaish. So people are moving back to the original positions they were in when the call was made. Disc has gone back to Sunil. Sagarika downfield is quite open. Devati being a good 2.5-3 meters away from her. Let's see if Sunil takes this opportunity to hit her on the open side. And he does very much. Sagarika on the disc. To Vaish. Well, Vayo call is made by L2F defense. Disc going yet again back to Sunil. Same pass is made. Sagarika on the disc. Vaishnavi going up line. Almost a big bid there from the L2F defender. And a big hammer from Sunil into the end zone. Collected by number 99 in the end zone for Flying Spirits. And that is a score. The score line is at 6-5. Flying Spirits at 6. L2F at 5. These are long format 100-minute games, so the teams and the athletes all on field definitely have to pace themselves and not ensure that they don't blow themselves out in just the first half, which we are yet to reach. The first half is at 55 minutes, or when either team reaches 8 points. Sidelines of both teams ensuring that the players on field are well hydrated. Hopefully have some electrolytes and Enazol in their bottles. Enazol being our hydration partner for this event. As the players are clearing off the field on the Flying Spirit side, Sushant giving some final instructions, instructing the Flying Spirits players possibly on who to mark on defense now. Sushant and Sushma, the brother-sister duo, back on the line now, and Sushant is coming in with the pull. Big pull. Will it land inbounds? Will it land out of bounds? Rishi collecting it in the middle of the field for L2F. Flying Spirits defense already set up. Rishi to Pras, Rishi and Bao handling on the L2F side, and Flying Spirits have set up in a zone defense, and the zone is being called out by the L2F offense as well. Vaishnavi, KP and Sushma in the cup or an arrowhead mark formation of defense. So they have to, the L2F offense have to adjust and do a lot of swinging in order to tire out the cup and find some gaps within it to make some movement upfield. Big around to Pras on the far edge of the field. That's exactly what they need to be doing in this situation. Swinging it around and around, making the cup run laterally. They seem to be doing a good job so far, but there's a bit of a miss pass there, and Rishi is not able to get his fingers around the disc. So there's a turnover. Number 31 now on the disc. Back to 31 to KP. KP to Sushma. to 31. Oh, good defensive bid by Bao. Doesn't quite get her hands on it, but possibly causes enough distraction for the Flying Spirit player downfield to drop the catch. Now Pras collecting. Flying Spirits again setting up with a zone defense. Nice upline, collected, however, intercepted by the Flying Spirits player, number 31. Good defense, really great defense now, forcing 2 turnovers from L2F by employing this zone strategy. However, there is an interception right back by L2F, and somebody shooting off deep, and the huck is put. Johnny is under it. He does collect it just outside the end zone now. Gained a lot of yardage there. He's passed it to Bao, and Bao passes it back. However, the pass is a bit short. There's a big layout bid defense by the Flying Spirits player, and Johnny's not able to collect it in the end zone. Bit of a mispass there from L2F this time. Good quick thinking by Pras, giving a big huck and a good cut deep by Johnny to ensure that they can gain a lot of yardage before Flying Spirits defense could set up in their zone defense. Flying Spirits back on offense now. Sushant to number 99, and 99 with a big huck. There is a player under it, number 31. There are 2 defenders under him as well, but he does sky it and come down with the grab. Great judging of the disc. He was boxed out on either side by Johnny and Swati from the L2F team. However, he has maintained the good positioning under the disc and read the disc very well, and jumped at the exact right moment to be able to collect the disc and come down with the score for Flying Spirits.
Boy, always knew I one day had the courage to be king. Yeah, time flew when I grew up. Now I'm ready for the promise that it brings. You only wanted me to screw up, but it's something that you're never gonna see. And everything that you hope for, yeah, it was only in a dream. Now I go on a roll, and I know that I'm never breaking down. I control all the flow on my soul, put a sword at the stone in the ground. You always said it would be someday, seeing castles in the clouds. One way or another, when I step in the room, everybody better bow. So be careful how you talk to me.
That's the day
Sushant with another big pull there from Flying Spirits, and I believe it really nice pull, floating in the air a lot before collected by Sisa in the end zone. And defense has already been set up. Really nice defensive movement by the Flying Spirits player this time. Again, another zone they're going with. L2F offense trying to move the disc forward before the defense has a chance to set up. However, the zone has been set up. Bit of a stylish flick there by Sisa to reset to number 10. Now Rishi on the far side of the field to Sisa. The zone not quite fast enough to be able to block off these passes. These are passes that they should be contesting, if not blocking entirely. But quite well positioned. Person is the shout going up. Spread indicating that each Flying Spirits defender should take a person. Sisa resets to Rishi. Rishi back to Sisa. To number 10. Rishi with the in-cut. They're just outside the end zone now. And Rishi finds a free open player in the end zone. The quick forehand flick. The previous point, Flying Spirits zone looked really good. However, this time, I think the players were perhaps too tired or did not communicate well enough to be able to block off many of those forward passes and prevent L2F from moving downfield quickly enough. The disappointment is evident. I believe they may be calling a timeout at this juncture. Yes, a timeout has been called for some discussion. नवंबर में था एक मैच ऑस्ट्रेलिया तक गया और ये साल भी सितंबर नवंबर में होगा.
कुछ आगे इनका फ्यूचर गेम में लाइक वी हैव क्रिकेट.
हाँ लेकिन ये क्रिकेट के लाइक क्रिकेट इज़ वेरी बिग ना, यू गेट लॉट ऑफ मनी आईपीएल. लेकिन ये अमेरिका में प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर्स थे, दे गेट पे, लेकिन इंडिया में नहीं. लेकिन स्पॉन्सरशिप्स मिल सकते हैं खेलने के लिए.
अभी इन लोग सिर्फ ये गेम पे कुछ जॉब्स का कर रहे हैं.
हाँ नहीं, अभी तक नहीं.
सिर्फ गेम.
सिर्फ गेम नहीं या सब लोग जॉब से.
हाँ वही है. मुनाली मैडम भी इंडिया खेली.
हाँ खेला था.
इसका ऑर्गेनाइजर कौन है अभी?
Minali Madam.
हाँ.
Ananya coming in with the pull for L2F. Beautiful pull by Ananya, collected by Sunil from Flying Spirits offense to KP. Sisa with a big mark on KP. So wide open, I think there's a player being poached. Swati on the L2F side is poaching the in-cut space. They're making use of that, calling out the poach. Sushant coming with the in-cut. Vaishnavi shooting off deep, however, Ananya is poaching that space as well. L2F set up with the poachy defense instead of a person mark. Johnny with his characteristic very loud counting. Sunil reset to Sushant. The center of the field. Forehand flick to KP. Back to Sunil. Big call there from number 21. Was wide open. Sunil does pass the disc. (21) to Sushant. Sushant trying to organize the players downfield, calling for an end zone stack. Resets back to 21. 21 looking to Sushant again. Great shimmy, great fake to throw off Pras, and then does find the forward pass to Sushant. Lot of patience here. Big around throw. Resetting to KP. Creating more space on the field. KP to Sunil. Sunil to Sushant. Good defense from L2F, but good patient offense in response to that by Flying Spirits now. End zone stack, little bit loose. KP on the disc. Nice in cut by Vaish. Vaishnavi to 21. Big backhand break side throw. And there's an L2F player behind it, but Sushant coming in, running, and with a beautiful sky does manage to catch the disc over the player for the score for Flying Spirits. The camera crew here with me curious about whether or not Ultimate Frisbee is played at a professional level in India yet, and of course I had to clarify that unfortunately not. There's no opportunity for players to make money off Ultimate yet. However, in the US, it's played at a semi-professional level. I think they have two main championship series like the AUDL as well as USA Ultimate, and at the highest level there are club teams who are owned by people and
boy, always knew I one day had the courage to be king. Yeah, time flew when I grew up. Now I'm ready for the promise that it brings. You only wanted me to screw up, but it's something that you're never gonna see. And everything that you hope for, yeah, it was only in a dream. Yeah, now I go on a roll, and I know that I'm never breaking down. I control all the flow on my soul, put a sword at the stone in the ground. You always said it would be someday, seeing castles in the clouds. One way or another, when I step in a room, everybody better bow. So be careful how you talk to me,
That's the day we.
cause there's only one king, and there's only one crown, and there ain't enough room for us both on the throne. It's about to go down, so you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. Because I'm coming right now. Cause I'm coming right now.
And there's only one crown, and there's only one king, and it's looking like me.
During that
So
last
you
point,
better
big
start
disco.
running.
It's going to be a game to 10. Can
So
this be
you better
completed?
start running.
Yeah,
So you better start running.
come on, come on.
So you better start. So you better start.
Cause there's only one king, and there's only one crown, and there ain't enough room for us both on the throne. It's about to go down, so you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. Cause I'm coming right now. Cause I'm coming right now. Coming right now. Coming right now. Coming right now. Cause I'm coming right now.
Good pull coming in from Vaishnavi on Flying Spirits, collected by Sisa. Now past reset to Rishi. Rishi going up line. Handler was not looking in time. Resets to Sisa. Nice cut from Parul, getting a lot of yardage there. Back to Rishi. Sisa again. Sisa to Swati, Swati to Rishi. Good movement, straight into the end zone. Nice cut by Parul. Really good offensive flow there. No hesitations. Flying Spirits defense not able to keep up with the pacing of the L2F team on this point. And really good energy coming in out of L2F team after the half. 7-8. L2F have been trailing behind Flying Spirits by a couple points throughout most of this game. Their energy levels are looking quite good now after halftime. Let's see how this progresses for them. Flying Spirits looking really strong on offense, mixing it up on defense, employing a zone or cup defense on a couple of points with the markers cutting off most of the forward movement of the players and taking areas of the field rather than sticking to a person. Both teams playing quite a clinical game. I think there was just 1 or 2 points which were a bit sloppy, which we saw many turnovers, and even then they were not unforced errors, but rather errors forced because of the pressure that the opposing team put on defense. But mostly really nice ultimate being played here on the grounds here at Anantapur. With 31, I believe his name is Messi on the disc from Flying Spirits. Nice upline to Sunil. And a big forehand huck, a bit blady. Number 31 is under it and has made a good enough gap from Pras on L2F there. Beautiful cut, beautiful put. Really well executed huck there from Flying Spirits side for the score. Easy offensive point there by Flying Spirits. Some scattered applause and cheers coming in from the L2F side now, saying we're still in this game, we got it, keep your heads up. Flying Spirits not looking too stressed. Messi, KP, Sushant, Vaishnavi, among others on the Flying Spirits line. Sushant and KP discussing marks, who they're going to choose to mark on the L2F sideline, sorry, main line. Force backhand I can hear from out here. They're calling out the force, and KP is now coming in with the pull. Big blady pull will probably roll into the end zone of L2F. Nice cut by Swati with the orange ribbon in her hair. 2 uplines happening at the same time. However, Rishi does be able to collect. Number 77 now. Again, good movement and a beautiful cut by Swati, but a pick is called. Pick again being that someone had come in the way of Vaishnavi, which is why she was not able to keep up with Swati during that point. Disc is starting on Anil at number on the close sideline. Research to Rishi. Big backhand break pass, however there's no L2F player under it, just 2 Flying Spirits players. So it's intercepted easily. Number 99 on Flying Spirits now on the disc. Possibly a bit of contact there between the Flying Spirits handler and Sisa from L2F. Couple of VIOs being called, people moving before the disc is being checked in. It's checked in successfully now. KP on the disc. KP to 31. Back to KP. Nice mark switching downfield. Quick thinking by Sisa and the other L2F player to switch marks. Rishi blocking off Sushant's in cuts. Flying Spirits resetting. Now does pass it to Sushant. Good pass to the break side to number 31. Messi collecting a lot of yardage, and a huck goes up, and there is no player to defend against the Flying Spirits offense. Collects it easily in the end zone for a score. Looked a bit shaky at first, but then Flying Spirits coming out with beautiful offensive flow. Just a couple of long puts where the L2F defender was not able to keep up, gives them the score. Beautiful offense from Flying Spirits.
ये गेम को भी डेवलप कर सकते हैं ना, लाइक एवरीवेयर इन इंडिया. भाई मेरा काम लाइक 80% of my work.
L2F collecting number 77 on offense now. Research to Pras. Nice in cut by Devati. Looking to find Pras again. No arounds is the call going up. A beautiful IO huck into the end zone where a couple of L2F players are waiting and well received. There was a defender from Flying Spirits nearby, but the L2F player retained good composure and secured the disc quite well. Beautiful IO huck there from Pras. Good vision of the whole field and is able to find the open player with just enough space and make a very accurate pass to them for the score for L2F. Scoreline stands at 8-10 to Flying Spirits. Flying Spirits 10, L2F 8.
यूपी का टीम है ना, यूपी. हाँ, सेमिस.
Nanya coming in with a big pull now from L2F side. Does land just inside of bounds. Collected by Sunil to number 31, Messi. Messi to Sunil. Back to Messi. Sushma on the other side now, swung around. A little bit of confusion regarding a travel call on Sunil. Disc is sent back. Travel calls typically cannot be contested. Number 12 now for Flying Spirits on the disc. Resets back to Sushma. Sushma with a couple of good fakes to Messi. A call now between Sushma and Swati. Perhaps another travel call. Call has been contested. I'm not sure what the call was. However, it's been contested, and now Sushma is looking to reset. Nice over the head throw to Sunil. The stall count would have been quite high. Under a lot of pressure, however, has been able to make that good pass. Sushant with the in cut now on the close side of the field. Sushant looking forward. Resets back to Messi. To Sunil. And it's another call. Not sure of what the call is, however, there's some confusion downfield. Perhaps a pick of some sort. The disc is passed back to Messi and it's checked in. Messi to Sunil. In cut there by number 6 to number 12. Messi with the upline cut, contested almost by the L2F defender. However, he does manage to grab it just outside the end zone now. They should be looking to reset. However, Pras really tight on defense, has to reset quite back, further back than they would like to. Sunil on the disc now again for L2F. Good around throw to Messi. Good defense, good defensive pressure by L2F. Now the disc moving between Messi and Sunil, and a big backhand break hack into the hands of number 12, just straddling the end zone line now. Back to Sunil. A lot of patience. Another pick call perhaps. Game is stopped. We are seeing a good amount of defensive pressure from the L2F side. Between Pras, the L2F defense who's marking the handlers, putting a lot of pressure, holding the force very tightly, preventing those uplines. Oh, and a big around throw, and here's the L2F defense coming into play again. A good interception, a great D by the L2F player, who does now pick up the disc. Does reset it to Pras. Pras looking forward. Somebody shooting off deep. Will there be a huck? Looks it away. There's a nice breakthrough to Ananya. Ananya now with the disc looking forward to Pras. They just want one opportunity, finding one player open in the deep. Akshay now on the disc. Big huck. Pras is under it. Another L2F. And Pras collects and jumps into the end zone to land in the end zone for the score for L2F. Good awareness of the end zone dimensions. Sunil was on his tail, but not quite able to get there in time to get the D. So that's a score for L2F. Scoreline stands at 9-10 now. Finding a very close game in the first set of games here at ASV Anantapur Sports Village. This is the Nationals of NCS Season 5, 23-24. 16 teams culminating here after sectionals and regionals in various locations across the country, as a timeout is being called from the Flying Spirits team. We have Flying Spirits starting on offense now. Pras coming in with a great pull from L2F side, collected by Sunil. L2F defense not quite running it up fast enough, giving a lot of leeway for the Flying Spirits offense. Setting up just now. KP to Ananya. Ananya to Sunil. Big around throw, creating a lot of space. However, is it a pick? Call between two other players, unlikely to have affected the play, so it perhaps will continue. From the woman on the right, some discussion about the same still going on. Swati catching up, but checking the disc in. Sunil KP swinging the disc, big hug goes up. Sushant is under it, Pras is under it as well. Oh, and the disc goes over both of them. Misread by both the defender and the offense. Good defensive pressure being put on Sushant there. And a missed opportunity now for Flying Spirits, and a great opportunity for L2F to equalize their score at 10-10. All they have to do is convert this offensive point now. Managed to get all the way from their end zone into the end zone that they're attacking without any turnovers, and they will equalize. L2F setting up in a horizontal stack near the half line of the field with the three handlers, Rishi, Ananya and Pras in the handling positions. Beautiful in cut by Swati. Looking forward again. Couple of in cuts happening. A bit of crowding near the handler space. Resets to Ananya. Ananya to Pras. Oh, big D there by number 21 on the Flying Spirits team. Really beautiful D, good defensive positioning. They do get the turn back. Sunil collecting now on offense. Resets to KP. KP, big around to number 21 again. Resets back to KP. Nice defensive bid by Rishi. Some switching of the marks happening on the L2F side. Big up line just outside and collected by number 6. That's Ananya getting the score for Flying Spirits. Scoreline stands at 9-11. L2F 9, Flying Spirits 11. Pull coming up from KP, the Flying Spirit side. Lands out of bounds and is being bricked. It's landed in the field on the other side, and the game is going on in full swing there, so we might have to wait a little bit until we get the disc back. game that's happening there is between ATC and stall 7, I think 5th and 6th possibly. There's turnover happening on that field, possibly an opportunity for us to get our disc back. Is collected, and Rishi is running it up to the brick mark now. And a big huck goes up, and Sisa is under it. However, number 99 will be getting there first and taps it down. Good D by Flying Spirits. And Flying Spirits now organizing themselves into a very tight vertical stack in the middle of the field, as number 31 Messi and KP are handling. Sushant holding the head of stack being also acting as the third handler. He will be possibly resetting in some sort of a handler weave. A couple of cuts breaking off onto either side, one to the break side, one to the open side. Number 99 collects on the open side, back to 31, back to KP, looking forward. A few players scattered around downfield. A big bladey forehand huck to Sushant, who's wide open on the break side. Sushant again looking to KP, however KP making another in cut, resetting. Couple of players open, a bit too suspiciously open on the Flying Spirit side. Messi looking to reset to KP, cutting up line. No arounds at the call from the L2F sideline, not wanting to give any break passes to Flying Spirits as a big huck goes up, and those are two couple of players under it. Flying Spirits player almost getting his fingers around it and able to bring it down, but not quite. And Rishi laying out to secure the D, making sure that no Flying Spirits player is gonna manage to lay out and make some savior catch there in the end zone for their score. L2F now with a chance to convert this offense point. Rishi calling an injury sub and Pras stepping in on his behalf. Some players from the L2F sideline running over some water to him. Meanwhile, Pras now walking the disc up, awaited by Sushant. Johnny on the disc now for L2F. Chili is the call from the L2F sideline, not wanting to make any unnecessary hucks. Bit of a miss pass there, thrown into space by number 77 from L2F. Pras is not quite able to collect, and now again we see Flying Spirits in a horizontal stack. KP shooting off deep. Another player shooting off deep, however Sushant resets back to Messi. Bit of a low throw there, secured very well by number 99, just above the ground. Resets back to Messi, to KP. Pick is called. Disc is reset, passed back to 31 and will be checked in at any moment now. Players on the field from both teams looking really tired now, well into the second half of this game between Flying Spirits and L2F. These are really long, grueling games. The sun is now beating down hard. And these folks have been running for well over 60 minutes. Game has been going tight, head-to-head. Flying Spirits with a bit of a lead. L2F trailing closely behind. A bit of a miss pass there. Big layout bid by Sunil to do get his hands around it. And now L2F collects an immediate huck. Johnny shooting off deep. This is the second time he's wide open. Nobody there to defend him. L2F really capitalizing on that turn. And Johnny always very quick to shoot off deep from the L2F side. Immediately after a turnover, It's the second time he's wide open there in the end zone to collect and score for the L2F team. Great running. And a great point from L2F. That's 10-11 now. Almost neck to neck here in the first set of games. The first game between Flying Spirits and L2F. Big pull coming from L2F. Sushma collects. Sushma to Sunil. Sunil to number 99. Back to Sunil. To Sushma. Sushant cutting in. Ananya coming in, poaching in the space. That means one of the Flying Spirits players will be free. They have to take knowledge of that, and now they have, and they're taking advantage of that. Ananya with the disc on the far side of the field. Ananya resetting. Resets to Sunil with a nice grab. Back to 21. Big backhand to Sushant with a nice in-cut. Another in-cut. Big hammer into the break side. Number 12 awaits. Well defended by Swati from L2F coming in. However, there's a contact call. Some discussion between number 12 and Swati on the L2F team. Swati did come quite close to the player, but I'm not sure if there was any contact. Regardless, it's up to both the players to decide after asking for some perspective from their teammates. Number 6 from Flying Spirit stepping in to offer her perspective on what happened. It was a big layout bid by Sunil as well behind them, even as the disc was wobbly and tumbling towards the ground. He too could not quite get his fingers around it. Looks like the call has been contested, so the disc will go back. Sushant with a big around to Sunil. L2F playing a poachy defense between Ananya and Pras. And Swati poaching the in-cut space. Travel call on number 21. Some communication between Ananya and Pras now on the field. Pras instructing her not to give any dumps and clarifying that he's not going to give any uplines. However, he does cut upline and he does grab it. Number 58 and number 12 is open, and 58 Sunil to number 12 in the end zone. on the open side for the score for Flying Spirits. Scorelines at 10-12 now. L2F at 10, Flying Spirits at 12. Looks like there may have been a timeout as players are taking a long time to set up. However, I'm not sure if a timeout has been called. Want to take this time to give a big shout out to our the people who have given us this venue. That's ASV, that's Anantapur Sports Village. We're coming to you live from Anantapur. We have some beautiful grounds here, a couple fields on the football pitch that they have here, as well as a cricket pitch on the other side, which we've divided into a total of 4 grounds for the 16 teams here playing at nationals. As well as a quick shout out to Enazol, which is our hydration partner, and Agile, which is our awards partner. Thank you for your support. This tournament would not have been possible without it. If you are watching the stream and enjoying it, please consider subscribing to the India Ultimate YouTube page, as well as following us on Instagram for more updates about events like this and the other work that we do as a national federation. We have Vaishnavi on the line now, coming in with the pull for Flying Spirits. Big OI pull that lands just outside of bounds, bricked by Rishi on the L2F offense line, meaning that he will be picking up the disc and going to the center of the field, starting good 15 meters ahead of their end zone. L2F opting to go with the horizontal stack. You have Swati, Ananya and Bao further down the line, Sisa handling along with Rishi. Ananya on Flying Spirits, marking Ananya from L2F. And a bit of a miss pass there, fumble. Ananya's not able to get her fingers around it. It's a turnover. Flying Spirits now back on offense, having a chance to score this break point, setting up in a neat vertical stack downfield. Bit of confusion, I think 2 simultaneous calls happening, a travel call downfield as well as some sort of contact call in the stack. However, it's checked in. KP shooting off deep, Sushant looking deep, and the huck is thrown. KP is under it and he's wide open as well. It will be an easy score for Flying Spirits. Some miscommunication, I think, there amongst the L2F defenders between Sisa and Johnny. Perhaps both of them were unsure of who they were marking, and the result is KP gets wide open for an easy score by Flying Spirits. They are now pulling away. That was a break point. They got the turnover and then the score. The scoreline stands at 10-13. L2F at 10, Flying Spirits at 13. Big pull coming up from Flying Spirit side now. Hovering well into the end zone. Rishi collecting it for L2F. Research to Pras. Big running up defense from Sushant. Overshoots it a bit, giving L2F a bit of leeway, and a good catch by Sisa, and straight into the end zone, waited by the L2F player there with the grab. That's a really quick point, really great offensive flow from L2F, not allowing Flying Spirit's defense to set up, being really quick with their cuts and their throws as well. Good movement along the close side of the field for the score. Great offensive flow from L2F. Brings the scoreline up to 11-13. Well into the third quarter of the match now. This game started at 7 a.m. and now it's 8:20. That's 80 minutes into this 100-minute game. It's been neck to neck. Flying Spirits always having a 1 to 2 point lead most of the time. However, L2 are putting up a great fight here on field 2 at ASV. That's Anandpur Sports Village. The semis will be starting soon after this set of matches. We have both Flywild and Airborne, both teams from Chennai, are going to be facing off against each other, and on the other field we will have Awadh and Airbenders. Airbenders currently seated at 1. Back on this field we have a big pull from L2F collected by Sunil. Pras and number 90 on the L2F team marking the handlers, Sunil and Messi from Flying Spirits. Not number 90, my mistake. It's 00 is what it looks like. Who's marking Messi from Flying Spirits. Some discussion downfield in the stack between the players. I think everyone is standing a bit close. Perhaps it's quite likely that there was some contact between a few of the players. Ultimate Frisbee being non-contact has to be called out. In fact, it's one of the SOTG indicators about making sure you're not doing too much body contact further down the field. KP with the in-cut. Johnny marking KP closely, tightly, not wanting to give him any space. Number 00 on the other handler, not allowing resets. Good mark there, good fakes however from Messi to reset to Sunil. L2F defense looking really tight. They really want to, you can see that they're really wanting to force a turnover, really wanting to get their hands on the disc and get an offense point. Contact call is called. Some discussion between Johnny and Messi now. Johnny and KP, my mistake. Foul accepted is what Johnny's hand signals are indicating. Which means the stall count will be starting from 0. The rest of the Flying Spirits players set up in a loose horizontal stack with one player slightly more deep. L2F defenders standing really close to their marks, want to take off everything, want to contest all the in-cuts, want to remove all the deeps completely. Defense looking really strong, however, as this call is getting extended. Some perspectives from the sideline stepping in. Number 22 on the sideline stepping in to offer his perspective. The disc is checked back in. We have KP to Sushant with the in-cut just on the sideline. Perhaps a call on whether it was inbounds or out of bounds. But I think it was clear that he did catch it inbounds and then took a few steps out. And it's checked back in. Number 10 on L2F not wanting to give any breaks. Sunil have to run quite far back in order for the reset to happen. To Messi now with the in-cut. Messi to Sushma. 21 with the in-cut into the end zone, however, is waved away. Number 31, Messi on the disc to Sunil. Very tight end zone vertical stack there by Flying Spirits. However, Messi cuts up line and does receive the disc for the score for Flying Spirits. That's the 14th point. Scoreline's at 11-14. Flying Spirits, few breaks ahead now, taking this game away. L2F really fighting hard though. In no means have they resigned this game. The defense was looking really tight. Where Flying Spirits had a lot of patience, a lot of composure on all of their throws, did not want to turn the disc over, and were very clear about that, really valued the disc this time, and they came away with the score.
भैया ऑफ कर दो 1 मिनट.
Vaish with a big pull now from Flying Spirits. Really nice floaty pull collected by Rishi with the jumping catch. Reset to Pras. This is potentially the last point. If the L2F turns the disc over, it's not going to look good for them. However, they are coming with a really strong offense. They have no intentions of giving up this game. Swati with the disc. However, there's some contact between Swati and Vaishnavi, and she does call a foul call. Vaishnavi accepts it. So Swati will start with the disc now, being checked back in. Foul call accepted. Good use of hand signals there from Swati from L2F team. Couple of players deep. We have Parol as well as number 12. Swati looking to reset to Pras. Now shooting off deep. Pras trying to organize the players downfield. They're a bit messy. He wants to organize them into some sort of stack. Sissa now with the in-cut. Looking forward. They have really no intentions. Really good movement. Pras is shooting off deep. Sissa puts it in the air. It's floating and he does collect for the score of L2F. L2F has really been coming down with some great offensive plays. Sometimes the flow is really impeccable. Whenever Flying Spirits gives them even a little bit of leeway on defense, they are taking the vast majority, capitalizing on that offensive play. And this was just one of those instances. Really good offensive flow from L2F for the score. 12-14 now, just 2 points behind. They will now be starting on defense after the pull, so they will have to get a turnover and then convert that point. However, from the way they're playing offense, it is very clear that they have no intentions of leaving this match, even though they are 2 breaks behind and Flying Spirits has a comfortable lead at this stage of the game. They are coming in with full intensity, a lot of energy now from the L2F side. Flying Spirits have the dynamic duo of Sushant and Sushma both on the line, their purple shots, as well as KP and Sunil. Seems clear that they too will have no intentions of extending this game or bringing it into any kind of risky territory where they wouldn't want to venture into. They want to end this game, close it out in a comfortable lead. Ananya now with the pull from L2F. Now really powerful backhand throw there, which will be curving into the end zone, collected by Sunil. Big cheers going up from the L2F sideline, keeping the energy high. They really want to get this defense. They want to get this turnover. They want to convert this. Sushant to Sunil. Flying Spirits playing a very easy, comfortable game. They don't want to take any unnecessary risks. They want to slowly build the disc up into the middle of the field and then towards the end zone, making only easy passes, taking the sweet time. Good in-cut there by Sushma and a nice low forehand release, characteristic of Sunil, with these big pivots and beautiful low releases from Sunil in the handler space. Now Sushant with the upline cut. Sushant looking to recenter. Sunil is available and it's a scuba all the way across to number 21. Sushant never hesitating to throw scubas and hammers and all these upside down, more unconventional throws beyond the basic backhands and forehands. Not afraid. Big low pivot. However, it's past Intercepted very well by Devati. However, there's some sort of call and the disc is sent back to Sushant. Some discussion between Sushant and number 10 from L2F team. Unsure of what the call is. They have not used hand signals over the disc. It seems the disc did go back, so it's clear that that is not going to be a turnover. Flying Spirits will maintain possession of the disc. The rest of the players set up in a loose vertical stack, half in the end zone, half outside. It's a contested call. This will remain with Sushant as it's being checked in now. Calls for offense and defense being ready, thumbs up being spread around, and the disc is checked in. Sushant, big reset to number 21. Ananya from L2F poaching. Rishi on Sunil now. Sunil looking to finish this point. However, Flying Spirits remain to be in no hurry. They want to make sure all their passes are clean and have a lot of patience here. Good cutting, good handler cutting by Sunil there. Big forehand to KP. A little bit of contact there between KP and Sushma cuts into the deep space for the score. For Flying Spirits, that is the last point of the game. Some of the L2F players collapsing. However, this was a very exciting game, and Flying Spirits constantly had a 1 to 2 point lead, and they did maintain that lead all the way up to the very end. Really great game between Flying Spirits and L2F. Thank you folks for tuning in. We're coming to you live from Anandpur Sports Village in Anandpur, Andhra Pradesh. This is NCS Season 5 and this is the Nationals event. This was a game between Flying Spirits from Pune and L2F from Bangalore. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow us on Instagram. Thank you and signing off.